as well. And on that note, man, I'm going to move on to the fourth topic. It's all about Robert Pattinson, the Batman. He's been out speaking about it, about the pressures of the fandom weighing down on him, and how it's impacted the very words that come out of his mouth, because he's almost scared to open his mouth up, because everything he says, in a sense, is getting taken out of context and bringing heat on him. But this is what he's had to say. I'll not say the words of Robert Pattinson. I'll just read it, ad lib, right from. That's not even the right fucking word, but you know what I mean. I'll read it word for word, what he's saying there in that quote. It's a very long quote as well. Says it was the theme of the show tonight, lots and lots of quotes. I had this to say, I mean, I've got a lot of thoughts. Well, it's funny like doing, his English in this quote is brutal, so this is going to be interesting, try to read this. I've done so many movies where, you know, I play these sort of partially monstrous characters, and when you've not got yourself off to a good start there, Robert, you're speaking about being taken out of context, and then you're calling Batman monstrous. Because you kind of are. You're hinting that he's a monstrous character. That fandom will be on you again after this. You continue to say, and whenever I've been promoting them, you know, normally no one cares what you say about it. And I've just noticed every single time I say one sentence about Batman, there's this massive, I'm offending swathes of Batman fans. But I mean, the interesting thing about Batman itself is that you can basically, it's been played in so many different ways. The comics cover so much ground. The movies cover so much ground. I mean, if you're going on if you're trying, this is what I'm saying, butchered English, he does this in interviews, it's kind of stuttery and stop-start. It's alright to say it when you're saying it, but when someone's trying to repeat it from a quote, it's fucking murder. If you're trying to play a historically accurate Batman, I mean, you could literally play anything, so I guess it's kind of what Matt Reeves is directing, and kind of wants to go for. You're absolutely right, Robert. Look, don't worry about these bitch DC fanboys. They were hot on the tail of Heath Ledger when he got cast as Joker. Look how that played out. They don't know anything. They're little bitches that'll moan about anything. He's getting at the moment where he says, in a sense, Batman's not really a superhero, he's just a hero. And he's right. I've said this time and again, Batman isn't a superhero, he's a mere mortal with bundles of cash who can buy the latest technology, the best suits, all these crazy gadgetry, and that makes him a hero. He's not like a Superman. He ain't a superhero. He's not like Wonder Woman, where he has God-given abilities. He can actually leap off of clouds, crack a whip off of a lightning bolt, rebuild the Great Wall of China with his laser eyes. That ain't Batman. Batman is a hero, and that's why he's so accessible, and that's why he's almost my favourite DC character, because you could be Batman in real life. If you had billions of dollars and you were compelled to do what he does, you could do it in real life. You can't be Superman. It's impossible. So I never had an issue with our bats, as I've called them in the quote there, the little graphic down there. I've never had an issue with Pattinson's comments of Batman. He's a real actor's actor. He gets delved right into the story, and he looks at it from different angles and tries to give us a different performance to what we've seen before. We will get this with this version of Bruce Wayne. We will get it via the eyeballs and the brilliance of Matt Reeves as well. He's given us something truly different. The more detective side of things, a gallery of villains in the first movie. It's going to be interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing our Bats' performance. I don't believe the pish that was out in the media about him being a malevolent force on the set, doing Matt Reeves' head in, being a bit of a pain in the arse to the point where Reeves doesn't want to work with him again. I don't believe it. I think it's all pish. He's a very professional guy, a great actor. And yeah, don't worry about those DC fanboys. They're alright, man. They'll come round to it when they see your performance. I'm absolutely certain of it. Or Robert, but look, I don't know why I'm saying that as if he's watching this. He ain't ever going to see this. He don't give a shit about my opinion. And on that note, I'm going to move on to the next and probably